Yes, good day. This is NJ Plumbing Tech. Um, Today we're going to do something a little different. Today we're going to take a look at the Total Tile Cutter, 600 mm. If you work out 600 mm to inches, that is around 23 to 24 inches. So let me say 24 inches. So let's take a closer look at the product that we have here. So Total One-Stop Tools Station. So it's a tile cutter, 600 mm. As I said before, that's roughly 24 inches. So this will cut a tile roughly the span of 24 inches or 600 mm. This is the THT 576004. That's the model number. So they give you some measurements and dimensions of the unit here. They said, well, a one piece extra blade, so I believe it have an extra blade inside of this box here. One piece unit, so we should have one piece of the unit inside here. No, this is a Chinese made brand, made in China. So many people not too familiar with the Total brand, but it's on the market now. It's one of the cheaper end or cheaper price tools. I don't know the quality, but I have been purchasing one of two of the items. Like right now, I have a compressor and electrical pliers, multipliers, and it's not of the quality of the higher end brands, but it gets the job done by the end of the day. So we're going to take a look at this unit here. Subside it. My bird. Box, as we do all the time with the box. Toss it on that side. Now this is to keep it inside of the area proper and fix. So I'm going to show you again. This is the unit here. The unit comes with a scribing this. So right there, circle. I just scribe the tile, put a cut on the tile before you press it down with this and collapse the tile. For those who not familiar on how tile cutting is carried about, I think I will give you a demonstration. This is the extra piece that they're giving you. That's in case you damage this cutting blade. So this is the cutting blade. This also have a number, so if you have to buy it off the shelf, it's only the number different to the box. Anyway, this is the number here. See here, number here. These are the dimension, as we say, same Total brand. Alright, so let's get started. Let's take a look around. Spin it. Let's have a look. Total brand. It's kind of sturdy. It's heavy. I didn't expect it to be this heavy, but it has some weight. And if you watch some of the other brands that come from China, more or less this is the same thing. It's just different name. That's all they're doing. Changing the names and people running it down because it's more money. But when you check these things, they're all basically the same. Now this here, normally in the more heavier duty one, this is metal. That is plastic. That is plastic. So when you're pressing down here now, it's a possibility according to how strong the plastic is. It could be a touch, and that's it. But I believe it will do a good work. I I asked one or two tile men about the item, and they say it works good for them. So I'm going to give it a little try. So let's see. Let's take a look at it from far. This is the unit. Let's see. Get the extra blade. Stop in this part here. Keep an extra blade. You want to know what this part actually is. This is the plastic. Oh, let me see, plastic or some sort of metal. A very light metal, if it is metal itself. Seems like plastic, but it could be a piece of metal. But all here is plastic. Now, this is for the measuring of the tile. Let me put this aside. So like if you have this tile here, this is a guide for how wide you may want it. How we like measurements here, so we'll give you a closer look. So this is a 12 by 12 tile. As you can see, it takes up nearly half of the machine already. Not the machine, but the unit. Have measurements here. If you could see it, I know you can see it, but that measurements. So you adjust this gauge here to suit to what length or width you want the tile to cut, and then you just tighten this, not clockwise, tick 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 tick, and that is the way the clock spins, the hours, the minutes, the second hand, and the clockwise is in this direction, which is backwards. You don't see the clock going in that way unless it's some sort of horror movie. Right, so to tighten clockwise, to slacken anti-clockwise. Right. So see how it is here. Zero to. Right. Okay, so let me see if I could make a cut. Right. So more or less, what you normally do is you put a mark on the tile. The smaller tile, which this is a 6x6, half of the length. The guide, you want to do it nearly half. Okay, put it on the wall, bam, but you need something for it to go against. The tile and the team to worry. So I don't know if you can see it. I'll bring it up further in. Hold on. That's a little difficult to put things together. So let's see, that is what you have to do. So tighten, that is the width. And so on, you bring a tile scriber, put it down on the tile, inside. One of those one of those kind of noisy over here. I didn't see me line. I'm really ready. You have to make sure that it. And then you put on this lever here, which presses down on the tile. Understand? Bam. That's it. Watch that cut. Not all that clean, but this is what you'll be using to do. You can take a little grind and smoothen it out if you want, but that is how it cuts. Only if you can cut a small piece like this. You put this small piece in here, again, you go down, and if you see it. See. See if I can get this. Okay, I'll have to hold it, but what actually happens here is that this is the cutting wheel, So this goes down on the tile and you run it on it and it leaves a mark. It scores it on top, cutting the surface of the tile, and that causes it to, when it breaks clean without damaging the other side. Well, the surface area here, and then you use this piece here, what's swinging here. This goes onto the tile and press the tile, but if you're watching it have an angle. The sides are lower, both sides, this side and the other end, and this side is higher. Well, the center is higher, so it actually presses down on the both sides, and then in the center you have a high piece, and on this black part is lower, so it actually breaks the tile on it. You could use a pencil too, you could use a scriber and put a pencil between the tile here like on a table, and after you do it you could just press on it or on the edge of a table and the tile will break. I don't have that tool here to show you, but I think you get the point. So this is the total 24-inch, I say 24-inch cutter. Let me go from here. And the 24-inch cutter. Let's say I'm going to do one more cut. Shortcut here. Wow. Cut. So this is ceramic tiles. So these will cut much easier than the porcelain tiles, which is a harder type material. It's actually the same material, but it's compressed more than the regular ceramic tiles, so it's a lot stronger, and you use that like for outside walkways and driveways because they're stronger tile. Now they have interior and exterior models now, so you could use it in your bathrooms on the floors, sometimes even on the walls. It's a very stronger tile. With regard to shrinkages and expansion of the tile, you hardly get that in the porcelain tile. You more get it in the, but there's ceramic too. There's a ceramic piece, and there's a bigger one that I have here. I can't remember the measurement, but it's big. It's big compared to this 12 by 12. So let me see if it's 12. So 12 and now 4. So that's about 16 inches. About 16-inch tile. And 12 inch, that was a 6-inch before. And after we have the tile nippers. This is not a normal nippers. This is for tile. Have a carbide tip at the end, and we use this to make like little circles now. Let me see if it is I could show you that here. Right. Only last we use the nippers. And here's nip. So nip and we'll cut the tile. This is a whole tile out here. You don't want to take out too much chunks. Understand? Just little by little. Little by little. So like if you have to make a circle cut or something, is what you use. So you make a circle cut. And that's what I use. Right. So that's with it. See some of the tiling equipment I have. And other things are grind and other stuff, but that's for another video. So maybe I will show you one day actually doing a tile job, or maybe just some pictures. But I do this not as a everyday trade, but once in a while when it come up. Once the job is small, I will handle that. Anything bigger, I'll pass it on to someone else because it's sometimes time consuming and it kind of drifts on my time for other things that I have to do. So as I say, this is NJ Plumbing Tech and we're signing out.